A problem with indexed allocation is that, depending upon the size of the file, sometimes a single index block cannot hold the pointers to all the disk blocks of the file. In such cases, we have to go for multiple index block. Here, suppose we use one index block to hold the pointers to the first 4 disk blocks of the file. Then we use one more index block to hold the pointers to the next 4 file blocks. Then we need one more index block to hold the pointers to the remaining file blocks. The first solution is to use a linked scheme. Here, each index block will be having a pointer to the next index block, and the directory will be having a pointer to the first index block. So for accessing any particular file block, access the directory first, get the address of the first index block, then follow the linked list to reach the corresponding index block which contains the pointer to the desired file block and get the desired file block. So the problem with this method is that depending upon this length of the linked list, for some file blocks, sometimes the previous index blocks which is to be accessed, the number of previous index blocks to be accessed will be higher. In such cases, the direct access is a bit harder. So another method of implementation is by using multi-level index. Here also assume that one index block can hold 4 pointers. In this case, here we have one index block which can hold the pointers to the first 4 disk block of the file. Then again we use one more index block to hold the pointers to the next 4 disk blocks of the file. And we use one more index block to hold the remaining 2 disk block pointers. Then we use one more index block which can be called the outer index block. This outer index block will be containing pointers to these inner index blocks. And the directory entry will be pointing to the outer index block. Thus access the directory, access the outer index table, then get the inner index table containing the pointer to our desired file block and get the desired file block. Here we are having, this is called multi-level indexing. Here we are having just 2 levels, one outer level of index table, then an inner level of index tables, and those index tables will be pointing to the actual disk block. Similarly, we can have many more levels. Then there is one more method which uses a combined scheme which we will discuss in the next video.